So the big talking point heading into this week in wrestling is Windham. And will Windham debut for AEW at Winter Is Coming? Fans across the internet are making edits galore that Windham is coming. It potentially could mean that. Last year, Sting debuted for AEW. Of course, the gimmick tied in because every time he came out, he made it snow. Please don't do that with Windham. But could we see the Eater of Worlds debut for All Elite Wrestling? Well, honestly, I don't know. There hasn't been a proper hint yet, and there are other free agents recently available that could possibly make their debut this coming Wednesday. They don't have non-compete clauses. So we know Windham is a free agent. Obviously, his contract expired around Halloween, and just last week on Dynamite, we was maybe teased with the lights changing colour. Of course, the red light did appear at the end of the Battle Royal. Now, this might not mean anything because they also flashed white and blue too. So a lot of people are speculating that this wasn't a glitch. This wasn't actually a tease for The Fiend. However, we do know that The Fiend, we know Bray Wyatt, liked the red lights. You can't kill him under the red light. The red lights could symbolise him. The blue and the white could represent Winter Is Coming. It is possible, maybe not though. A lot of people are speculating it was a glitch and it could have just been CM Punk's entrance that they played at the very wrong time. The lighting of it at least. He did come back out shortly after, so that is theoretically possible, and maybe it could have just been an indication that the Battle Royal only needed one more elimination, because not just one person won, but two people won to then collide at Winter Is Coming. We know Windham is away filming a movie. Now, he is probably the person funding this movie. We honestly don't know. We don't know any details about it. And it's potentially possible that he takes a week off to debut for AEW. He doesn't have to be there like forever at one point. He could come back in a couple of weeks' time. It's potentially true that he could theoretically debut at AEW Winter Is Coming. But what would he do? Now, honestly, the first thing is, if these lights were a tease for the former Bray Wyatt, then the first thing he could potentially do is get involved in the Dynamite Diamond Final as MJF goes one-on-one with Dante Martin. Now, I don't know why he would. There is obviously a story there potentially with MJF in the future for sure, but maybe it's got something to do with CM Punk. CM Punk has a long history with Windham Rotunda. Obviously, we all know that history in WWE, so maybe that's what they play off of. If they go with a character similar to The Fiend, the revenge kind of storyline, what about the main event? Hangman Adam Page versus Bryan Danielson for the AEW World Championship, set to be a huge match. Who loses? Maybe you involve Danielson's history with Rotunda on WWE, on AEW. They're not shy from doing that, so maybe you could. And it definitely could play into one of those big feuds that Windham shows up to annihilate Bryan Danielson because of the tie-in with the Dark Order. A lot of people have speculated that if Bray was to ever go to AEW, that maybe he'd have some kind of connection with the Dark Order because of the history with Brody Lee. And I kind of do like the idea of him doing something along those lines. And obviously with the Dark Order being kicked in the face by Danielson, maybe this is the time that Rotunda shows up to get that revenge. It's potentially possible. Now, is it going to happen? I don't know. I think the Hollywood movie thing, I kind of think that would take precedent. And if he's going to debut, I don't see it being until the new year now at this point, personally. But I am going to be watching. Of course I'm going to be watching. It's wrestling. But I am going to be watching with one eye open just on everything else going on around the actual action to see if there's a hint or a moment or a big debut for Windham Rotunda. And I think you should too. If he shows up or not, the card for Winter Is Coming is a very good card, and I think you will all be entertained watching it. So definitely check out Dynamite this week. But let me know your thoughts in the comments section down below. Does Windham Rotunda show up at Winter Is Coming? Yes or no? Down below. Like the video. It really does help the video perform on YouTube. Share the video so your friends can come and have their say as well. Of course, if you are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Peace!